So now we are going to discuss the second paragraph, paragraph P, okay? So before that, let's revise the first paragraph. For the first thing, we are going to talk about the story of Thomas Daly. What kind of sports does he do? Okay, so what kind of sport does he do? He does diving. What do we mean by diving? It goes and swimming underwater. Okay, so Thomas Daly is a very famous diver. He is a young diver. And this idea of becoming a sport fan, a sports star, appeals to a lot of people. It attracts millions of people. They want to hold a trophy. So a trophy here means a cup, okay? Now, let's go to the second paragraph. Let me read it first, then I'm going to give you the main ideas, okay? So, Thomas Daly started diving at the age of 7, and from the beginning it was clear that he was going to be a diving prodigy. He also had a quality that turns talented people into winners: determination. When he was 8, he drew a picture of himself diving into a swimming pool with the words Olympic champion written underneath it. And he then set about working hard to make his dream come true. By the time he was 10, he had become the youngest ever under 18 diving champion of Britain, and he won every competition that he entered. As a result of this amazing winning streak, his coach actually sent him to compete against older boys in Europe, so he could experience losing. However, the plan backfired, and Thomas stood on the winner's podium at the end of all the competitions he competed in. Such an excellent record was soon noted by the British Olympic team, and in 2008, he was selected to represent Great Britain at the Beijing Olympics. Okay, girls, so what are the main ideas of this paragraph? At the beginning, how old was Thomas when he started diving? How old was he when he started diving? He was only 7. So he was very young. He was a little boy when he started diving. And from the early beginning, and when he started diving at the age of 7, it shows that he will become a prodigy. So what do you mean by a prodigy? A prodigy means a child who is excellent at doing something. In Arabic, it means الطفل المعجزة. So from the early beginning, Thomas Daly showed that he'll become a prodigy. He'll become very excellent. He'll become very special in what? Actually, in diving. And why or how did he show to people that he'll become a prodigy? Because he has a very important quality, a very important feature, a very important characteristic, a very important adjective that makes people winner. What is this adjective? What is this quality? شو هي هاي الصفة اللي بتخلي الناس winners? It is determination. Determination. What do you mean by the word determination? It means insisting on doing something. الإصرار والعزيمة والالتزام, to do something. So, what part of speech is the word determination? Again, it is a noun because it ends in the suffix shin, okay? What is the verb? It is determine. Determine means insist, يصر ويلتزم بالشيء, to achieve it, okay? So, after a year, we said that he started diving at the age of 7, right? After a year, when he became 8, what did he do to show that he'll become a prodigy? Actually, he brought a picture. He brought a photo of himself. What did he write underneath, below, تحت الصورة شو كتب? He wrote something very important, which is Olympic champion. So he brought a picture of himself, and underneath it, below it, he wrote Olympic champion to show us that he'll become very important in the future. And did his dream come true? Did he become an Olympic champion? Yes, his dream came true, and he became Olympic champion because he played in the Olympic and he became the hero. He won all the competitions. He became the champion. He won the championship, okay, at the age of 8. Okay. After 2 years, when he became 10, he actually achieved a very important achievement, which is he became the youngest ever under 18 diving champion of Britain. So he became the youngest. كان أصغر واحد who made those achievements. He became the youngest. So according to this, where is Thomas Daly from? Actually, he's from Britain, okay? So he is very young. He started diving at the age of 7 and he is from Britain, okay? So if I'm asking you, has Thomas ever lost a game? Actually, the answer is no. طيب, prove this from the text that he never loses. You have to tell me that it is the sentence, he won every competition that he entered. This shows us that he never loses a game, okay? After those winnings, his coach, what do you mean by coach? Coach means trainer, a person who trains you, a tutor, a teacher who teaches you something, who gives you the qualities, who improve your abilities, okay? So his coach, مدربه, wanted him to compete against older boys in Europe. So his coach wanted Thomas to compete against older boys. يعني بده إياه ينافس أولاد أكبر منه. Why his coach wanted this? Because he wanted Thomas to experience losing. He wanted Thomas to lose one of his games. As we said before, that Thomas won all the competitions he entered. فاز بكل إشي. So his coach wanted him to experience losing. طيب girls, can you tell me why? Why it's important to experience losing? ليش أيام لازم الواحد يخسر؟ مش لازم نفوز بكل شيء بالحياة. Can you think of this? Can you tell me why? Think of that and send me answer for that, okay? But did the coach's plan work? اشتغلت خطته كانت منيحة اللي هو he wanted him to experience losing? Actually no. The coach's plan backfired. Backfired means it became or it didn't work. ما زبطت خطته. انقلبت عليه. Why? The coach's plan did not work. Why it backfired? Because Thomas won all the competitions again. He never loses a game. Even when he competed against older boys. تنافس مع ناس أكبر منه, but he won the games. And can you give me a proof that he won all the games? Yes. That he stood on the winner's podium. كان دايما, بتعرفوا البوديوم? What is a podium? A podium, it's a small platform for a speaker, okay? It's a platform for a speaker. It's number 12. Okay, so اللي هي بالعربي المنصة الفائزين. Okay, so he stood on the winner's podium at the end of all competitions. After all games that he won them, he stood on the winner's podium and he got titles. كان ياخد جوائز, كان يكون one of the winners. Okay, so after this achievement of being a winner all the time, the British Olympic team actually paid him attention. انتبهوا له, لاحظوا that there is a prodigy boy, that Thomas is a prodigy, that he's excellent at diving, that he never loses, that he wins all the time, and he selected. So the British Olympic team chose Thomas to be or to represent Britain in the Beijing Olympics. Beijing is the capital city of China, okay? So there, at this capital, they made Olympics. So the whole Britain, كل بريطانيا, chose him to become their representative, ممثل عن بريطانيا. بعتوه على Beijing Olympics to be the representative, okay? So again, Thomas Daly, when did he start diving? At the age of 7. Give me a word which says that he is very excellent, that he's special at doing something, is the word prodigy. He is a prodigy. هو الطفل المعجزة. And what is the most important quality to be a prodigy, to be a winner? it is determination, الإصرار. Okay. طيب, give me a proof that he had determination, that he's a prodigy. The proof says that he brought a picture, he brought a photo of himself, and what did he write under this photo? He wrote something very important, which is Olympic champion. This actually supported him to work very hard to achieve his dream, to become a champion. Later on, he became the youngest British boy who gained the under 18 diving champion. طيب, did Thomas or has Thomas ever lost a game? Actually, no. He wins every game he entered. So his coach wanted him to compete against older boys. He sent him to Europe and he told him, I want you to compete against older boys. So if Thomas was 10, let's say, he competed against boys who are 18 maybe or 17, but he also won the game and he stood on the winner's podium. And later on, he became, at 2008, he was selected. He became the Great Britain representative at the Beijing Olympics. Tamam? I will send you questions. Do them on that.